My Roman Empire as a nurse is that when I went into labor with my first child, I was weirdly calm. I was well aware that no matter who you are, the birthing process, especially with your first child, can be really scary. So I did my best during my pregnancy to kind of like mentally prepare for the birthing process. So when I finally did go into labor, I felt ready. So there I was, just waltzing through labor, cool as a cucumber. My nurse was so sweet. She kept coming in and checking on me, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm good. But then she comes back with the doctor, and they check me, and she looks at me, and she says, okay, it's time to push. When I tell you that I freaking lost it, all of a sudden, it just hit me that I was about to be a mom, minutes away from having a tiny human being that was going to be fully dependent on me to keep him alive, teach him everything he knows, love him unconditionally, make him a good human being. I was so scared. My brain shut off. But my nurse, she leaned in, she grabbed my hand, and she said, I'm here, we're gonna do this together. She coached me through the pushing, and in a few minutes, I had a healthy baby boy on my chest. A couple hours later, I called the nurse and asked her to help me to the bathroom because I had an epidural, and she asked me to have her there the first time I got up to make sure that I was steady on my feet. So I'm sitting there waiting on the nurse, and by this time, everybody had left the room. It's super quiet and calm, but I am feeling like I just emotionally got hit by a bus. I felt so overwhelmed with all the emotions that I had just experienced that I was barely holding it together when the nurse walked in. She walks over to the bed. She puts her arms around me. She scoops me up. I have my arms around her, and she stops for a second, and she squeezes me, and she says, you did such a good job. She takes me to the bathroom. She gently cleans me up. She puts me back in bed, and then she just goes about her day. That hug was one of the most healing hugs that I have ever experienced. It was so significant to me that I cannot even think about it without tearing up, and it's been almost 10 years. But the reason why this is my Roman Empire as a nurse is because I know that that must have been such a normal day for that nurse. Her patient was a healthy mom, uncomplicated labor, healthy baby. She performed some postpartum care. Like, this was an average day for her. I guarantee you that she does not even remember me, but her actions that she performed during her very normal daily routine as a nurse affected me for the rest of my life. After my maternity leave, I went back to taking care of patients in the hospital, and I thought about that a lot. I still think about that.